Good evening, y'all, and welcome back to Apron Strings. I'm just glad to have all of you here in the kitchen with me, and I've got some new faces, and I love it. Thank y'all for subscribing and being a part of our Apron Strings family. And that's what it kind of feels like. We check on each other and make sure everybody's okay. The ones that comment regular, if you don't comment, I get to worrying about you. So welcome to Apron Strings, and welcome to the kitchen today. And it's late in the evening, it's just gotten dark. And for lunch we had Reuben sandwiches, but for supper we're going to have a tamale pie. Now you can call it a quiche or a pie or whatever you want to call it, because it's got some of all of it in it, but it is a Mexican tamale pie and it's delicious. So I've got everything going here. You have to brown a pound of ground beef and drain it, and then you need about a half a cup of bell pepper and a half a cup of onion. And I've already got that chopped here, and I've got my beef ground brown. So I'm going to put this in, and that's black olives if you're wondering what else is on this plate here. This is some of those sweet peppers that was in the freezer I told y'all about that I got cheap. I just want to wilt them down a little bit so I'll be sure that they're done. So I'm going to put that on medium and just let them wilt some. I used a bought pie crust. I cheat, y'all know that. I'm going to let them wilt, and then I'll add the meat back in there, and I got to put some onion and garlic powder in it. You know that. And this is meat that I cooked and freezer baked. So I just had to thaw me out a pound of meat and heat it up, and now I'm going to add the other stuff to it. We're going to need some black beans, Rotel tomatoes, Mexican blend cheese, cream cheese, a can of beef tamales, some corn tortillas, some black olives, some whole kernel corn. It's going to be a really yummy tamale pie. If it's got Mexican written on it, I'm going to like it. Just trust me, I'm going to like it. I love Mexican stuff. So I've got my, now this isn't in the recipe, that's why it pays you to watch the video. I chopped up 3 fresh, well, they're not homemade, but I just bought them, corn tortillas, and I'm going to put some of them in there to kind of keep it with the tamale feeling, with the, you know, like that's not masa, but it'll feel a little bit like it. So I drained my black beans and washed them. And this is the sweet corn that I get at Costco, the Kirkland's whole kernel sweet frozen corn, and I got me about a cup of that. So as soon as these vegetables wilt down some, we'll get everything assembled. I've got my oven heated to 350. And when we make the pie, everything's cooked but the eggs that bind it together. So it won't take it a whole long time, I don't think, to get ready to eat. One more thing, it called for some green chilies. I got to get some peppers out of the icebox, and my camera's blocking the icebox, so I'll move it and be right back. I told y'all that instead of those little cans of the green chilies, you can get this jar at Costco. It comes out a whole lot cheaper, and it's so convenient just to scoop you some out. So this is flame roasted green chilies. So it's about $8 for a big jar, but I sure have enjoyed using it. My friend Elaine Whitmire mentioned this. I hadn't even thought about this versus the can. But when she mentioned it, I thought, I'm going to see if our Costco has it, and they did. So thank you, Elaine, for the heads up. And I have enjoyed using the jar instead of all the little cans. Now your usual tamale pie, and I know I've got it zoomed up where y'all can see the skillet, so I don't like to be any bigger than I am, but hello, here I am. It usually has cornbread on the top. But this one, and I'm going to put about a teaspoon of garlic powder in there. A couple of tablespoons of onion powder. Just to add a little bit more flavor. Most of it has cornbread on the top, but this one's going to be bound together with eggs, and that's why you can call it a quiche if you want to. Troy don't like that word. He just don't like it. If I say it's quiche, he don't want it. So tonight we're having tamale pie. It calls for 4 ounces of cream cheese. Because I don't want to get the mixer out and blend it with the eggs, I'm going to add the cream cheese in here and let it melt together. I just softened it in the microwave on this paper plate where I wouldn't have to wash. I can throw it away. Okay, let me get this stirred in. Let it melt in among the meat. And that was 4 ounces, but there'll be a card. For those that are new, usually somewhere toward the end of the video I put the recipe, so watch it and get what to do. I'm just going to let that be right there for a minute. It's heated. Turn the fire off under it and get everything else ready. Okay, I've added in a teaspoon of taco seasoning. We carry on with our Mexican flavor here. I'm going to add in my corn. And that'll cool it down a little bit. A can of Rotel tomatoes, which is just tomatoes with green chilies. I'm going to put, that's a teaspoon, so 3 of them is a tablespoon. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of green chilies. Y'all don't have to make it that spicy if you don't want to. Of course, it's yours. You can do what you want to. A can of black beans that I have rinsed. I'll go ahead and add in some black olives. That's about 1/4 of a cup. And I just want to mix this real good. And I'm cooling it down just a little bit because I don't want scrambling my eggs when I put them in here. Look at all that Southwest looking stuff. Your corn, your black beans. It looks good. I can't smell it, but I can look at it. Let me taste it and make sure it's okay. That's good. I'm going to add, it called for Tabasco. I'm going to use this one because that's what I've got handy here. I do have Tabasco, but this one's right here where I can just grab it. A couple of teaspoons of hot sauce. Now look here, I just picked up a handful of the corn tortillas. Okay, I'm going to add in my Mexican blend cheese, and I've got about 1 cup of it. Okay, y'all, I've got my eggs in here, and I'm just going to kind of temper them a little bit in there. You could do a Mexican themed brunch, and this is perfect for that. Or just this in a salad is wonderful. Okay. Now we needed a can of tamales, and I just cut them in pieces, and I'm going to put them around in the bottom, because if I stir them a bunch, they're going to break up, and I'm going to sprinkle some more of the rest of the 3 corn tortillas around in there. And then I'm going to get all of my mixture in there. And I didn't roll that pie crust out thinner. I just flopped it in that pan, just like you saw it in there. I didn't pinch the edges. This is a very rustic looking. You could make this like a tart if you wanted to. Because sometimes I just kind of go over the amount a little bit. Then I don't have enough room for everything. I think it's going to work. I want to get the cheese back out, and I'm going to sprinkle some on the top because that's just how I like to do it. So y'all hang on just a minute and let me get me some cheese. But you can add some cumin to this, half a teaspoon of cumin if you like that flavor added. If you were going to have a brunch, you could do this with my tomato pie and salad and maybe just something sweet, cinnamon rolls, stuff like that, and you'd have a neat meal. Okay, up close, here it is, fixing to go in the oven, and I'll bring y'all back when I get it out and tell you how long I cooked it. We'll cut it. Okay, I got it out of the oven. I cooked it 35 minutes. I think everything's done. I'll cut it in a minute and we'll see what it looks like when I put it on the plate. Okay, you can see how well it held up when I took it out of the, and I got a big old piece out. And then I put sour cream, a little bit of salsa, and some more shredded cheese on the top. Hey y'all, I'm going to taste of Troy's helping here. And I'm going to get over there and try to get this video uploaded. I just want a piece with that tamale in it. That's yummy. Of course, this kind of stuff's right down my alley. And it does taste more like a Mexican casserole than a quiche. So call it whatever you want to. And eat it whenever you want to. Breakfast, brunch, lunch, dinner, supper. It'll be good anytime. Now Troy didn't want a salad with it, so I'm not going to cut a salad up tonight. But if I had some girlfriends over, I would have salad with it. And maybe some fresh fruit for dessert or something. The good Lord bless and keep y'all. Thank you so very much for watching my videos and subscribing. Please share with your friends. My channel's growing. I'm excited. And I've got a lot more good stuff up my sleeve to cook for y'all. I'll be back in a day or two with something else good. The good Lord bless and keep you. Take care of yourself. Cook some good food. Make some good memories. Add a couple of extra cans of stuff to your pantry. Say your prayers. Be kind to your neighbors and give a smile away, and somebody will give one back to you. I'll see y'all real soon.